Let's take a look at Apple CarPlay today and what that means for the entire automotive industry. What is Apple planning? Let's dive right in after the intro. And here it is, the new Apple CarPlay. Looks pretty, right? Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. So why do I want to talk about Apple CarPlay today? Well, I strongly believe it will change the entire automotive industry. Apple CarPlay already is loved by so many, and 79% of all car buyers in the US are reporting to never consider a car anymore if it doesn't include and is not capable of Apple CarPlay. For the majority of the market, Apple CarPlay already became a must-have feature. At WWDC, the new CarPlay was introduced and it is baked much deeper into the actual hardware of each car. And that is why current cars on the road will not be compatible with the new Apple CarPlay. OEMs will announce from late next year which cars are actually capable of running the new CarPlay system and which are designed and built from the ground up to handle that software. That means Apple actually controls the hardware. It's talking to the OEMs and they are building the cars to spec, and Apple is designing the software for those cars which are capable and designed according to the agreed specifications. CarPlay will feel it is tailor-made only for your specific car. And in fact it is. The OEMs signing up for Apple CarPlay listed here are seeing the writing on the wall, how significant that is to survive. Tesla, as a software and engineering company, well, they can do their own system and they are doing it right now. Apple is also a software engineering company, so they can do the software for the legacy car makers. They can then build the hardware to the specs agreed with Apple so that the integration of software and hardware is working perfectly fine. Same like with iPad, iPhone and Macs. The user experience of the software is great only because of hardware and software is controlled in one hand. The same experience Apple can then create for cars without having the headache producing the actual hardware. It is a completely different scaling problem producing millions of iPhones or millions of cars. Legacy makers, they are having the capability to produce high volumes of the hardware, the car, for Apple. It will be a huge challenge, maybe a nightmare if Apple wants to go to a high volume production of cars from the very beginning, if they also want to control the entire supply chain for that hardware. Without a doubt, Apple will try to make a physical car, but upscaling to millions of units, well, that might not be possible, and they will choose the legacy makers to do that job for them. In return, the legacy makers get the ability and access to very well-made software. Just there's one thing the car makers have to do, and they're afraid of that, and that is giving up a little bit of their freedom by being, for some extent, a part maker making hardware for Apple, who is making the software which will be the heart and the brain of any future car on the road. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, have a great rest of the day, stay safe and see you in the next one.